Hello viewers, welcome to SR Education Python tutorial. I'm here again in continuation with my previous video where I told you about if-else ladder. Now here in this video, you are going to see few of the programs based on if-else ladder. You are going to see the situations where we need to use if-else ladder. So let me take you to the coding window. And I'm going to code a new program that says how to accept the inputs and the operator from user and display the corresponding result. This is also called calculator. In this program, we are required to take input of numbers and an operator, and accordingly we'll display the result. So let's start with this. As I told you, we need two inputs of integer type. So we are going to write x equals to int first number. Again, I'll copy the same. And I'll paste it here. Change the variable name to y, where I'm prompting user to enter second number, as well as I need operator also, and we know that operator is a character, so we don't require to put int here. We are writing input, enter the operator. Right? Let's remove this extra parenthesis also, and let's start with the code. Now here we need to put the check on operator, that if operator for comparison we use equal to twice, right? So if operator equal to plus, then compiler is going to print n plus 1. Again, I'll copy it, these two lines, and here I'll put elif to make it elif, and again I'm checking for the operator is minus, and there we are going to display x minus y. After this again, and just I'll change the operators. Right? So we have done plus minus. Now I'm taking multiply, right, and display x multiply 1. Similarly, we are taking the quotient operator, quotient sign, and then division operator. This is going to return remainder. Right? And there comes the last statement, that is else. That is going to print invalid operator. Right? Invalid operator. Fine. So if user enters here any symbol other than plus, minus, asterisk, slash, that is quotient operator, or the remainder operator, in this case, compiler is going to print invalid operator. Right. So let's try this now. Let's run. right? It is asking for the first number, say it is 5, 4. And operator I'm going to enter here is plus. So it displays the result, right? Again, I run this, and this time I'm taking 54 and 10. Operator I enter here is, suppose I enter exponent, and I have not coded for exponent operator. So compiler is going to print the message invalid operator. So I just wanted to tell you how to use if, elif, and else ladder through a different program. Now I have one more example where, bring it down. In our file, where we are going to display the rate of interest bank is going to offer according to the tenure user is putting the balance in account, right? So here, this is called interest. Right? So we are going to code for this program. So we just need to take input for amount. We need to take input for amount as well as years, number of years user is going to keep the amount in account, right? Now let me tell you the criteria. For criteria, I'll use multi-line comment. Here I'm writing that if amount is, say, greater than 50,000 and for greater than 50,000 to 1 lakh, for the period of more than 2 years, right? Bank is offering rate of interest 8%. Right? Again, there is another criteria. Right? Where we are giving the option that if user is putting amount for more than 1 lakh to 5 lakhs, right? And again, for more than 2 years is going to get 10% of interest rate, right? And then from 5 lakh, greater than 5 lakh to 10 lakh for 2 years, rate of interest would be suppose 12. Right? So we have to calculate the rate of interest amount. Start with this. Let's check input for amount and years, right? So for amount is a float kind of value that includes decimal also. So we are going to write here float input. Here I prompt user to enter amount. And then again for years, I just copy this line and where I just prompt user to enter number of years. Right? Now we are putting the condition if, right? that if amount is greater than, so we have to so as now we have taken input for amount and years. Now we are putting check for all these parameters that if amount is greater than 50,000 AMD and amount is less than 1 lakh and years is again greater than 2 column and print rate of interest. So what would be the rate of interest? It is 8% of the amount. So we are going to print amount into 8 by 100, right? Again, I just copy it. We are just checking the amount again that if this is greater than 1 lakh, right? And amount is less than 5 lakhs. Again, tenure is greater than 2, rate of interest would be 10%. So amount into 10 by 100. Right? Then again, I'm putting array. Amount is greater than 5 lakh and less than 10 lakh. The interest is 12%. Else, you can print any appropriate message. Putting here that yeah. Right. Now let's start with this. Run module. You can press F5 also, and I'm just naming my program. Fine, let's see. Let me open the shell again. Now this will prompt user to enter the amount, and I enter the amount here, 1 lakh. And number of years is 2. So it is giving invalid range of input. Let's see why. So 5,000 to 1 lakh, and yours is also greater than 2. So let me yes, because we missed this equal to 5. Now let's run this again, because then 1 lakh is coming, it's not getting included in any of the conditions, right? So again, I enter here the amount 1 lakh, number of years 3, and you are getting the interest that is 10% of 1 lakh, 10,000. Right, so you have to be very careful while using relational operators. Try to understand equal to and greater than equal to, greater than. These are all making different senses. Fine. So greater than equals to means we are looking for the amount that is equal to or greater than, right? And operator, you can see this is a kind of Boolean operator here, and or not. And means all the conditions have to be evaluated true. Then only this if part will get executed. You can see I'm combining three conditions together where I'm looking for amount greater than 50,000, then again amount less than 1 lakh, and tenure is greater than 2. In that case only the interest being paid. I hope this will again help you to understand the concept of if-else ladder. Dear users, dear viewers, if you see any of such program which you find complicated or not giving you the desired result, you can please share the screenshot with the comment description in comment, right? So I would like to answer that in my next coming video. Thank you for watching. Thank you.